I'm making an onion and red pepper tart. I'm using these red onions that I've sliced already. And now I just want to finish off these beautiful red peppers. And I think for my tart, 1 pepper would do. So I'm just going to take the seeds out on the inside like that. That's a little bit bitter, so we don't want that in there. Then I just slice them all up like that, not too thin. And then I'm going to fry them in my pan. I've preheated this already, so I'm going to add some olive oil to that, just to get the roasting going. And then in there goes my onion and these beautiful red peppers. So to that I'm going to add a combination of garlic salt, some thyme. I want to add a bit of that in there. That's it. And then also some black pepper. So at this temperature it will just slowly caramelize. I'm just going to toss it now and then. And that's also how you develop more flavor. Okay, they're almost done. Just give them one more flip. And then I want to cool them down quickly. So I'm just using a flatter plate. So they cool down really fast. So I'm just going to decant them in there. And they're going to go straight into the fridge. So while I'm giving that time to cool down, I can start with my pastry. So again, there's not really a lot to this. I'm just going to cut the border to hold in our filling. So I'm just going to cut all the way like that. I'm cutting into the pastry, but not all the way through. Okay, then I'm just scoring it just to make it look pretty. Okay, and then one more ingredient. Just 1 egg. I'm just going to break it in there. I'm going to give it a nice little whisk. And I'll just use a little bit of that just to glaze the outside edge of my tart. Okay, that should do it. And now I think my vegetables are nicely cooled down, so I'm just going to get them out of the fridge. And then this egg, I'm just going to add to the veg. And just give it a good old stir. Get it all mixed up. So the egg coats all the vegetables, all the onions and the peppers. And then I'm going to arrange it in the middle of the pastry. And I'm just going to use these tongs. So try and keep it away from the border, so more towards the center of the pastry. And I'm going to try and flatten it as much as possible, just to allow for even cooking. That should do it. So I've preheated the oven to 200 degrees Celsius, and it's going to go in there for in between 15 to 20 minutes. The tart is looking beautiful in the oven, and I think it's ready. Yeah, that looks yummy. So I'm just going to remove that onto my cutting board. I'm going to give it one more touch with this Parmesan cheese. I'm going to just grate it all over this tart. That's it. That's enough. And then I'm just going to cut it into portions. And I'll take the bigger piece. Really simple. I've got a salad here with spinach and rocket leaves, just on there like that. And then just a bit of olive oil. A beautiful little lunch dish that I'm sure will be very tasty.